Yeah, you hear the pounding on the door. And one of the doors breaks open,
Revealing nothing.
revealing these lads.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Do our readied actions take effect now?
Yeah, anyone who readied an action, roll them up. You now see a big skeleton.
Big.
Earth in the peaks.
Yeah,
1, 2,
that
4, 5.
hits the dart. Does the dart hit?
There's
Probably
4
not.
normal skeletons and a skeleton
No,
king.
the dart does not hit. Yeah, so the Eldritch Blast, you as soon as that door comes down broken, you just unleash this blast of force for 5 damage on the first thing you see, which is skeleton, the big skelly boy. All right. First in the order is, let's see, who's this guy? Oh, no, I don't want you all to move.
Frank goes first.
Frank does go first. You hear the other door rattling as it struck again. It's still partially stuck by whatever mechanism holds these doors closed.
The other door is bussin'.
The other door is. And then you hear the door rattle again, another strike on it, and this time a little bit of stone is scraped as it's struck. That's who's in. Gilga. You're up.
So I forgot. How does healing potion work?
It's a basic healing potion that's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. I'm assuming that I would have to...
Yeah, if
That
you
would
had the
take
item on
me-
your sheet, you would have a button to click, but you can just roll it and
I'll just use my physical d4 for this one.
yep,
Yeah,
just let me
that's
know
okay.
what that ends up being. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Probably... Yeah, just group up a little bit more. Not by much, though, at the moment. So, there.
If you're next to Erdan, can't you do that intercepting to make him
Yeah, you
protect
can
him a
give-
little bit?
I
can
could,
give,
true.
Disadvantage on.
Don't go all the way up. Just go, just
Diagonal one.
diagonal. Yeah.
Yep, that's valid.
There?
Yeah.
Alright. And you said 2d4, right?
2d4 plus 2.
Hey, Jake.
In the meantime, then, Rags.
So 8.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Would you, for future reference, would you have let me prepare my frostbite?
That's even a bonus action. I would have even let you prepare an action. But you used your action and your bonus action on your turn, whereas they didn't.
Oh, right.
I just tried to blast it, and I think I hit the wall. But you tell me.
Yeah, you went to hit. Which one? The big skelly boy or the one in the back?
For the one in the front.
Okay. Yeah, you tried to hit him, and it does not. It didn't connect. You hit the other door actually, which blasted open and reveals our friends.
Well,
How long does Divine Sense last?
It
Until the end of your
doesn't-
next turn. Yeah, I'd say Gilga, when this door came open, you could tell that that Skeleton King, he's got the evil aura of 2. So when you counted 6, you think that he was worth about 2.
It doesn't seem to have.
It says until the end of your next turn, so I'd say that went off before.
It does. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay. No. Okay. Of course, I missed that part. It's in the first part of the paragraph.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Where's
Skeleton Charlie. This guy's just like clambering to get out. He's gonna start like crawling under the Skeleton King, who's not moving his butt, and he's gonna kind of just like crawl out of the way. So I'm gonna say he's prone, but he's ambitious. He gets out to here, just like crawling under the legs of the big boy, trying to get past him.
I just kept crawling. It just kept working.
Yeah, and that's what he's gonna do. Or Dan.
Yes, hello. I would like to throw some more darts.
Yeah, throw your darts.
Ooh. Oh, this would be at... Is that Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie.
You rolled 10. That does not hit. Yeah, so you throw the darts, but this guy's on the ground and he's kind of in an elevated terrain, and it just doesn't quite get there. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Riker. Whoa.
Just checking. Gotta know. That would suck. I mean,
you could run up there and you could cast Thunderwave, but hot
But
dog.
I might.
Is that a move?
Yeah. I don't do that.
I mean, yeah.
Brain.
It's a choice. A choice to live, probably, but a choice.
Well, from this distance, best I can do is just frostbite.
Is that
Unless
Yeah.
I move.
Yeah. That tracks.
I can't do breath, so I'd have to go right there, which would also be pretty dangerous. So I definitely cannot kill him in one swing. I'm gonna stay back here. And
Yeah, frostbite.
yeah. On that one right there. What's his name? Charlie.
Why is it
Or-
not showing his name when I hover over him? Charlie, are
I
you
don't know.
special?
Some of them do that. Like,
No,
Frank
it's
does that
just
too.
a setup thing. Yeah,
But Frank-
hovered by
Find it.
anyone. Update token.
there you go.
There we go.
Fix Frank.
Is Frank broken too?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we like Frank. We're gonna always see Frank's name.
Where's Frank?
Well,
Frank's
yeah. No, King's the boss. Charlie is well, I guess we don't have his name, so Skeleton Charlie is who you hit. You do. Oh, con save. You said DC 12?
On 12.
Yeah. Okay, you hit him full force.
4 damage. Yay. Would I don't know. I guess do you think Wild Shape would help me in any way in this scenario?
Can you wild shape?
Yes.
You've unlocked it?
Yeah, that was level 2.
Oh my gosh, we'll do it. Yeah, that would help a lot actually.
How? What? I don't know what to do.
You can turn into a creature.
Like what?
That's max CR 1/4. I don't know. We can look at the monster manual. If you want to figure that out, a bear I think is higher than a quarter, but
Okay.
if you want to figure out a creature that's a beast that is that you've probably known and seen before, which you're well traveled, you've seen a good amount. That's CR 1/4, and get back to me on your next turn. I will let you be that by your next turn. Is that all right?
How do I get to that list?
So Skeleton King is going to run out, and where's he going to go? He's just going to run at the first thing he sees, Erdan, and he's going to try to swing at you with his longsword he's going to have.
No.
I know. But, okay, Gilga's protecting you, right?
Yep.
That is significantly better. The amount only changed by 1, but it's significantly better. And he's gonna do 6 damage. As he hits you with this longsword. Next up is Skeleton Doug. He's gonna pop out from his little corner here. He's gonna take a couple steps out onto the field. He's gonna take one look at his buddy who's there crawling on the ground, like very eager for this fight, and he's just gonna shake his skeletal head. And he's gonna take an arrow. He's gonna knock it in his bow. And he's going to... His view's kind of obstructed of the other 3. He's gonna try to shoot it at Rags, but you have half cover, so... So he's gonna shoot, and it's gonna just kind of hit the grave in front of you. And not quite connect. Frank's coming out. He's gonna run up. He's gonna get right here because he's ambitious, and he's going to try to take a swing at. Well, let the dice decide. He's gonna try to take a swing at Gilga, and he's gonna swing and he's gonna miss. Right in between his indecision on who to hit, he's kind of just slices the air right in between you two. He didn't have a plan coming on out. Emily has a plan. She knows where she's going. Yeah. Emily's gonna run right over here next to Erdan, as far as she can run. And she's gonna swing. Do you only get that reaction once, or how does that work? How do paladins work? Who knows?
That's a good question.
Wielding a shield and creature you can see attacks another target. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. I think you can only do that once.
Technically, I do have 2 shields, though.
That's
we discussed this last time. We weren't sure how to handle it, and you said you'd think about it.
Yeah, this one's especially out of position for you, so it's gonna take a swing at Older Dan, and it's gonna hit him right in the shoulder, and it's gonna do what is it, plus 2? It's gonna do 4 damage. -4. What does that put you at, Dan? Oh, yeah, that's what my sheet says too. Okay, just checking.
Oops.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, Gilga, you're up next.
See. Would I be able to restore any health with my own hands there?
Lay on hands, yeah.
Yeah, that would heal someone.
But yeah, let's lay on hands to Erdan here.
You can touch a creature to restore any number of the HP in the pool. Or 5 to... Yeah. I don't know, he's not diseased or poisoned. So, yeah. How much do you want to heal him for of your pool?
Go big.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Yeah, you, as you see Erdan go down, you, lay a hand on him. You say a quick prayer to Foltus, and, up rises Erdan. Refreshed.
I'm back, baby.
10 HP. Yeah. Is that your turn?
What else could I do? I'm not entirely sure what else I could do.
That was an action, so you could move, or if you have a bonus action.
Do I have a bonus action? I'm not sure I do have a bonus action.
Okay. That's okay. Not everyone does at level 2.
Well, I don't think I do.
Usually they're just small things. Like Riker only does the frostbite, and it's only does sometimes 1 damage.
Yeah.
Sometimes that kills people, but
the bonus action is the 2-weapon fighting. So if I wanted to hit twice,
okay.
I could do that.
Sure.
I suppose.
I'd say Rags is up then.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, I mean that's still a big turn, healing a friend for 10.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. This person. Skeleton, Emily.
Yep. The one who knocked down Erdan.
Yeah. That's not a good roll.
That is not a good roll. Yeah, you put out your hand and you try to aim, and I mean this fight you've shot more shots than you've shot in a long time, and maybe it's just the fatigue of so much channeling of magic all of a sudden, that it's just tough to keep your aim steady at this point, and it doesn't quite connect. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Skeleton Charlie is crawling on the ground. He's going to shamble back up to his feet. He's gonna take a look at the one that was just shaking his head at him, and he's gonna be like, oh, okay, and he's gonna kind of like, and he's gonna pull out his bow, and he's gonna knock an arrow, and he's gonna fire it at again, that middle fight's really crowded, so he's gonna try to shoot it at Rags again.
Good.
For one day I'll know what the bonus is. Does a 15 hit? Oh no, you have cover. Hang on. Does an 11 hit?
No.
There you go. So yeah, again, they're shooting at you, but you're behind that half cover of that grave, and it keeps blocking these arrows. Erdan, who is not down. What do you want to do?
I am going to fight back.
Okay.
First, let's do smack the king with my quarterstaff.
Yeah. Big hit.
Less big damage.
Average damage. It's not bad.
Yep. You hit him for 6. And then...
Okay, that is that. I am going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows to do unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Very cool. Yeah, roll them both.
Ooh, that's against the king again.
Yeah, I assumed.
And I assume that doesn't hit.
No, you go to strike him with one, and just like where he's a big tall guy, so you're punching level. You punch like where his hip would be, and you just hit like that awkward like hole in the bone that's just not quite there. You're like, and you pull back. You're like, oh, that would have worked if there was flesh there. But the second strike, oh no, you go to strike, and then you hit him, but it just as you connect, it's at the far reach of your range, and it just doesn't quite have the oomph, and yeah, doesn't quite do it.
All right then.
Riker, what animal are you today?
There's so many choices.
I know. A penguin does not have flight as an ability, so if you have seen a penguin, you can be a penguin.
Not sure how useful that would be.
No, I don't want a penguin.
What are you gonna do? Adorable them to death?
Matt suggested Kenku, which is a good idea. I was also considering a skeleton, but Kenku actually looks like it's slightly better than skeleton. Because they both have a short sword and
Kenku a beast?
Yeah, I think it has to be a beast.
It's in the list.
Did you guys click on beast, or did you have all monsters selected?
Oh, all monsters.
Yeah, you got to click over on beast.
because Kenkus are intelligent. They're just like they're like people. So
Sure.
that'd be you wild shaping into just like a person, just like a dude walking around. You're like, hey, my name's Bob now.
Then I can't be a skeleton either, because that's not apparently a beast.
No, you can't be a skeleton. That's an undead.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, then in that case, let's try boar.
Boar. Okay. Yeah, I've got a stat sheet for a boar up. Do you have the stat sheet for a boar up? Do you know what you are
I've
now?
got a little thing here.
Okay, good. Then you
Guess it.
Then you are a boar. Go ahead. Boar him up.
Yeah. So
Twice.
apparently, if I... Where's that? Wow, that could be interesting. So, if I go back here...
You have 40 feet of movement as well.
Yeah. And then I charge him.
Yeah, I'd say that's legal.
That'll give me 20 feet. Which says it would hit with a tusk attack, and it would do an extra 3...
1d6, so an extra dice.
Yeah, 1d6 slashing damage.
Slashing damage. Yeah.
I will do that. Go down there. We'll charge up there.
Sure. Yeah, so the party, what you see is you just see Riker. A second ago, he was a Dragonborn, and I mean, Gilga and Erdan, you're kind of preoccupied, but Rags, you just kind of see his shape start to change, and his form changes and shrinks, and suddenly running towards you for a second is a boar that then turns around and starts running right at a skeleton. Yeah, what do? You do a tusk attack. I guess with the bonus that's 2d6 plus 1 then. Oh, and a plus 3 to hit. So a d20 plus 3.
Should I do the custom roll thing?
Yeah, that might be easier. Just roll a d20 to hit, and then we'll add 3, and then roll 2d6 plus 1.
D20. 6.
Okay.
Sad.
Well, it was a cool move.
I'm still useless.
Yeah, no, and you, maybe it's the uneven terrain. The hill is a little bit not the flattest. So even though you were able to navigate it as a boar, you kind of had to jump up over that grave and then jump down. And this is your first time becoming a boar, so your step's a little uneasy as you're like, well, I'm walking on all fours. This is weird. And just yeah, you try to hit him and it doesn't quite. As you try to like hit him with your tusks, which is also weird, you know, for you.
Here's a question. Can I use my normal, like...
You can't
cantrip?
cast spells. No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
There is a variant. We'll talk about this when we're looking at your sheet. Because I leveled you up to level 2, remember, at our last session, and we never touched back on that. But no, you cannot currently cast spells in Wild Shape.
Okay. So that's me then.
Okay.
Useless.
Skeleton King is going to take one look at Erdan. And he's gonna speak and he's gonna say, and he's gonna take a big swing at you with his longsword again. Gilga, are you gonna use your reaction to give disadvantage on this one?
Yes.
Okay. You're right, my dice might be rigged. Yeah, that's gonna hit. And it's gonna hit for 6 damage again. As he hits you with his longsword.
Can't say I'm not trying.
You did. I mean, you got in there with the shield, and he kind of had to swing a little bit wide, but it's still connected. Skeleton. Doug is gonna take another arrow. He's gonna take another shot at Symbala, who has half cover. 14.
Yes.
Okay, a 14. Finally, one of these arrows is coming down from over this hill, and it finally is going to connect, and it's going to hit you. It just kind of hits you in the arm, and it's going to hit you for 4 damage.
Okay, so I'm down to 1 temporary hit point, and I react.
Okay.
I point at him and attempt to light his butt on fire.
Yeah. Hellish Rebuke. Get him.
Dex 13.
Ooh.
Saving throw.
How dexterous are skeletons? Sorry, what was the dex? Doesn't matter. He fails.
13.
Okay.
So he takes 13 damage.
Yeah. This skeleton just erupts. He shoots an arrow, and for you guys fighting at the front, you don't see where the arrow goes, but you see an arrow whiz by from this guy on top of the hill, and then suddenly he bursts into flames and just pops into a pile of bones that are now kind of cooking as they're on fire.
Okay, I get my temporary hit points back.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, it's 1.
Yeah. Next up is Skeleton Frank, who's going to take another strike at Gilga, this time knowing who they want to attack. And they're going to take a swing, and again, this time they just hit your shield, and it just nothing. Your shield is just strong, and you are adept at wielding it. No connection. Emily. Who's Emily? Emily. There we go. Emily's going to take a swing at the boar that just tried to run at her and tried to take a swipe at her. Okay. How much health does a boar have? By the way.
I got that.
It's got 11 hit points.
Yeah, that skeleton is not happy with you. They crit, and they just see this boar running at him, and they just take their short sword, and they're just going for a slice of bacon, and they swing at you, try to hit you in the butt, and they hit you in the butt, and they get a 7 damage on you.
Oof.
Okay.
7 damage on Boar Riker.
So how do we keep track of that?
There is a way to polymorph
Ow.
yourself. I don't know how.
Just write it down. Open notepad.
Yeah, no, I mean, no,
Just use it as temporary hit points.
Yeah, that would work.
How's that? Oh, there we go. Temp. HP.
Yeah, so you can change it. You got 4 left.
And then then when I subtract, okay, cool. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so the skeleton
Just
just
make
going for a slice of bacon. Gilga, you're up.
Just make sure what?
Just make sure that if they do drop your temps to 0, that you don't take any other damage beyond that, because that's all you take that round.
It's also true.
Because that would knock you out of your wild boar form.
It was Frank that took a swing at me, right?
Frank did take a swing at you. He did. Yeah.
Well, I think I should swing back.
Yeah, swing back.
And maybe try again, because I have a feeling that was a
Yeah.
whiff.
You swing at the skeleton after he hits your shield, and because your shield is your weapon, as you used it to block, finding a way to strike the skeleton, the angles that you could swing at from there with enough power to do some damage is kind of awkward, and it doesn't quite go.
And I can use the bonus action then, yes?
Yeah. You have a bonus
Just-
action?
Do that over again. Well, when I go there, it says 2-weapon fighting. So
2-weapon fighting means you can swing again with your other shield, and
Right.
you just don't get to add the strength or whatever damage, whatever your modifier is for your damage.
it'd just be the base roll, which would be
Yeah.
1d8.
Yeah, for damage, exactly.
Okay, yeah, but you still
Um,
have to swing to hit, so yeah, you gotta
Right,
try another one.
right.
Oh,
Ugh.
there we go.
Terrible.
Do I even bother?
Yeah, that doesn't hit either.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother then.
Okay,
It's a cat.
Rags.
It's worth a shot.
You just lit that skeleton on fire on top of the hill.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on Emily still
Okay.
and try to blast her. I don't know. That should do it.
Used to be a her.
Sure.
It's a fair question, actually.
For
but I
8.
still can.
Yeah. You hit with 8 damage, and you hit Emily, and she's slightly staggered as you hit her with this wave of force, and you know, she was reaching down for that slice of bacon that she sliced off, and she's as she's reaching down, you just blast her back as she's reaching, she just stumbles a little bit backwards, baconless.
Oh, the humanity. So
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Skeleton Charlie, the other one, is gonna pull back an arrow and is again gonna shoot at you, Rags.
Good.
Again, you have the half cover, and yeah, he tries to shoot an arrow, and actually, I mean, the arrows this guy was buried with are not the best, and as he shoots it, just like as he tries to knock it, and then like the wood just kind of starts to split, and the whole arrow just splits in half on the bowstring, and just kind of falls to the ground, and the skeleton just kind of looks down at it, impotently. It's poor
Oof.
It did no damage. No potency. Erdan.
I am going to hit the king with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Yeah, you try to hit him with the staff, and it's not quite enough. You hit him in his armor, but this guy's armor is tougher than the rest of the skeletons, and it doesn't quite seem to have the effect you're hoping it would have.
Okay, then I am going to let's do, what is it called? Patient defense. So I could spend 1 key point to do a dodge action as a bonus action.
Very cool.
And that's it.
Yeah. As you attempted to strike this king, the king is gonna yell. He's gonna start getting mad, and he's gonna just kind of point
What's that
at you.
translate into roughly?
Do you speak skeleton? See, they don't have a voice box, so they're not very good at the speaking. It's kind of their gimmick.
Well, if they don't have any vocal folds, then how are they making sound at all?
The bones just shake violently enough to make sound.
So wouldn't they sound more like a demented wind chime?
They do sound a bit like a demented wind chime, now that you mention it.
Not to pick anything apart, I'm fine with DM hand wavy stuff. I'm just curious by nature.
Yeah. No, I mean, he didn't speak words. I mean, his tongue is, he doesn't have a tongue, and no vocal cords. So
His tongue is, he doesn't have one. Gotcha.
So he just kind of vibrated very angrily, and you just hear the sound of wind chimes. Sure. Riker, it's your turn. Boar Riker.
What type of, how much damage do you think he could do if he did an opportunity attack if I left?
I mean, he would take a swing at you with his sword, as they do. So about an average amount of damage that they've been doing.
Well, I got hit with 7 last time, yeah?
That was a crit.
Oh, so that's above max then.
Well.
No, that was in the range of damage that could be done.
I don't know how crit works.
They roll the damage dice twice. I'll just tell you, the average these skeletons hit with their sword is 5. How's that?
Okay.
For those who haven't been min-maxing and keeping count of the damage they've been doing.
Yeah, well, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna back up and try to do the same thing again, but I know I'm gonna be hit on my way out.
Yeah, as you back up, he's going to try to take a swing at you. And what is your AC as a pig?
11.
Yeah, he's gonna take a slice of that bacon. He as he turns around, he sees that the slice of bacon that he cut, it didn't quite fall off, so he's just gonna try to slice that last little piece off, and he's gonna hit you for 3 damage.
Lucky.
Very lucky.
Very lucky.
All right.
Nom 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 nom.
3. So now I have 1 health.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
As a
back
pig.
here. Yeah, as a pig.
Well, you actually have a special bonus as a pig as well. Don't
I know.
forget.
I
Okay.
took the risk. And that's why I asked how much damage you think he could do on average.
Ah, sure.
So we're gonna try that again. We're gonna charge right at him
Yeah, you charge right at him.
and try that thing again.
Yeah, tusk attack, weapon attack +3. So, does it let? I mean, you can roll a d20 +3 in here too. Either way,
Why'd you have me roll a d20? I don't see
You-
anything about it.
you have to hit the guy. That's your weapon attack. So when you try to hit him, you have to roll to connect.
I don't
connect
see
the hit.
anything about that though.
It
It
says-
says Tusk.
Yeah, it says melee weapon attack +3 to hit. So you still have to roll to hit.
Well, so where'd you get the D20 from, though?
That's just what you roll when you roll to hit.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
I
just
see.
it's always that dice.
So what do I have to then get above his armor class in order to
Yep.
actually hit him?
His armor class or better.
Gotcha. And then what's the +3?
That adds to
whatever
it, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so D20 +3.
Yep.
And then my damage is 1d6 +1 plus another d6.
Because you charged,
Yep.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay, so I will roll a d20.
yep.
What the f?
That is awful. Yeah, 2 plus 3 is 5, which is below
That was
the skeleton's
last
armor class. I mean,
Oof.
Bullshit.
Well,
This is why
it's-
low levels are hard.
it's your first time being a boar, and you
Yeah.
just, again, that same grave, you try to jump over it, and this time you, like, kind of clip your boar foot on it, and you stumble a little
Your
bit,
boar
and
foot?
as a, yeah, your boar foot hoof thing, and whatever boars have, and you stumble a little bit, and if you were on 2 feet, you would know how to catch yourself, but on 4 feet, you don't know how to recover from a stumble, and you just kind of like kind of stumble and barely come to a halt right there in front of the skeleton again. There you go.
Wow.
If any of us could speak swine, I'm sure we just heard a very disgruntled.
Yeah, the skeleton king now is going to go, and he's gonna try to. Yeah, you actually hear a squeal. Scream, as he fails to strike the skeleton again in frustration. Yeah. The skeleton king's gonna try to hit her, Dan. And you have a dodge as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he swings his longsword and he does not hit. As he tries to get you, and he yells again. "Ah!" Well, he chimes again in the wind. But this time deeper and angry and louder. Zombie Frank is going to try to hit Erdan because his skeleton king pointed at him very angrily and yelled. But you've taken the dodge. Does a 19 hit? Okay, yeah, I don't have to ask that. And he's gonna hit you.
Hilga.
Can you get
Intercept.
double disadvantage on an attack? I don't think you can
Yes.
get double disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
super
okay.
super advantage and super disadvantage don't exist. I mean, he took the dodge action, which is gonna protect him from all the attacks instead of just one,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
it's still more effective than Gilga's. But
Yep.
I mean, yeah, he rolled a 19 and a 15 with
Jeez.
disadvantage. So I mean, only so much you can avoid.
Somebody order that DM some loaded dice the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, and oh my gosh, you take 4 damage.
Wow. I feel like this is deja vu all over again. So no,
That
not
is-
again. That's it.
Yeah, so you're on the ground.
Yeah, I'm out of everything.
Okay.
Okay, skeleton Emily is going to again try to take a slice of that bacon. And you said 11 AC? That misses. So tries to take a slice, and again, because you're just faster now than you were, and you're just running around, you're kind of squealing, you're squirming, and can't hit you. Tries to swing and just misses. And you
She's
just-
never fought a boar before.
Yeah, you're running circles around Emily. Gilga,
Hit her either.
what do you want to do?
Get Frank.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
This some bitch is going down. That's better.
18 to hit and 11 damage. Yeah. You hit Frank, and you hit him with your shield, and he just explodes into a pile of bones. And Frank is out. Bang.
That's what we're talking about.
And his name fades away.
Into the nothing.
Unless you hover over him, then you can see his name. Rags.
Does Gogo want to step up now? Get closer to Riker? I mean, something. You got no one around you.
Well, I mean, okay. I guess I could stand on top of that.
There.
And now eye level with them. Roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, so now you're here. You're behind. I'd say if you wanted to, you could stand where Dan was standing, and I'd let you push him out of the way. Because he's on the ground now, so you could kind of like stand over him now, without being, you know, too much in his space. I'd allow that.
Standing in front of it. In front of it, somebody with a breath attack, not two eyes. Next to is already risky enough.
Okay. So then, Rags, what do you want to do?
I'm shooting at Emily.
Okay, Skeleton Emily.
Yes, please. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, 7 to hit is as you try with this Eldritch Blast. Again, just with the fatigue of the battle, it's starting to get to you, and it doesn't quite connect. Luckily, you also miss the pig. You shoot, and you aim quite low, and you make a shot, and it's about to hit the pig, and the pig just jumps over it. Sorry, the boar. The boar just jumps over it. A narrow miss.
Or pig.
Okay.
Skeleton Charlie, again, it's gonna shoot another arrow at you.
Good.
With disadvantage. 12 plus 4. 16?
Yep.
Okay. That's gonna hit you for 4 damage.
Okay.
16 was disadvantage. Damn.
Yeah.
What's your HP now?
That takes me down to 1 temp hit point,
Okay.
and I'm still at full HP. And I'm going
Yeah.
to use my Hellish Rebuke on him.
Whew. Okay. Oh, this poor skeleton.
Dex 13.
Dex. Okay, it fails, so it takes 10 full.
10.
And is ignited aflame. Oh, wow. I forgot you hit this one with a dart earlier. Yeah. This skeleton, as you just kind of point back at it as after it hits you with that arrow, and you just point, and just it erupts into flame, and the bones just stop being held together by whatever force was holding them together and fall to the floor. Another little smoke trail at the top of the hill there.
Okay.
Erdan. Death saving throw.
Is there no macro for that?
There is one. I don't know where it is on the sheet. It's just a d20 though.
Okay.
That's 1 save.
Cool.
Riker. Boar Riker.
Bite.
Are you gonna charge, or are you gonna just do the same thing? It's your choice. Just to know.
Yeah, you know what? Let's try it again. I'm not giving up.
Another charge. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take some damage on the way out. Probably,
Yep.
maybe die.
Well, maybe.
What you got
It's an
for me?
opportunity attack. You said what? 11?
11.
Yeah. So that hits narrowly, and it's gonna do 6 damage. So that would put you down, but you are a boar, so you use up your 1 charge of Relentless, and you are reduced to 1 hit point instead.
Yep.
So,
I was already at.
Yeah, but well, so no big change.
But
Good
it-
use.
And we try again.
And you charge in. Yep. Roll for the
The
hit.
D20.
+3.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How do you get another 2? How do you roll 3 2s in a row? What are the odds of that? That's 1 in 8,000 chance of rolling 3 2s in a row, you know. That is so bad.
I'm sure that makes it feel so much better that he, has such
That is
low odds
astronomically
of rolling
terrible.
badly.
I feel so bad. Okay, well, that's Boar Riker's turn.
Well, see, if you really felt bad, you'd hand wave it.
Well,
sorry.
no. I don't feel that bad.
See?
Skeleton King is going to walk right on top of Erdan's body, and it's going to... Yeah, I know, he doesn't care.
No.
And he's going to take his sword, and he's going to plunge it... No, he only cares about the living right now. I mean, that would
Well,
be...
the dead are just his anyway.
It's true. Who does he want? I don't know. Again, the indecision of the skeletons. I mean, he's probably... Yeah, he's going to hit Gilga. Or try to hit Gilga. For... what is that, 17?
18 armor class.
Yeah, so he tries to take a swing at you, and as you positioned into the spot, and he's kind of shuffling over the body of Erdan over there, he can't quite get the swing quite right, and it doesn't hit you. Skeleton Emily is again wants that bacon, and is gonna take a swing, and again the board just is just too fast. It's all over the place. Just squealing.
Man, Riker must taste really good.
Yeah, well. Gilga.
Well, let's go for the Skeleton King this time, I suppose.
Yeah. He's 23 to hit, 7 damage. That connects. Yeah. You the Skeleton King, as he swings at you, you take the opportunity of his miss to just bash him with your
Just an
shield.
accident.
And it doesn't matter, you still hit him.
That
You only
was
have
just, like,
you only have to hit him
mistake.
once, Gilga, it's fine. But you
Well, I
you,
could technically.
Oh, she
You
can hit him
could.
twice.
you can try to hit him again.
Can I use the one that I accidentally clicked?
Ah, you said it was an accident. You didn't mean to roll it.
I mean, I was going to, but I wasn't going to then. Because I didn't want to interrupt you.
So you knew you were going to attack a second time?
Yes.
I'm going to squint my eyes suspiciously and allow it, but okay. You hit him again. How much damage?
That I'm gonna have to do a little bit differently. This one way.
Yeah, you hit him again for another 6 damage. This skeleton, you hit him and you hit him in his right arm, the one not holding his longsword, and you hit him in his arm beyond the elbow, just kind of pops off as you hit him with your shield. It kind of gets caught up in the shield, and it just disconnects
At least it's not juicy this time.
and falls to the ground. Well, yeah, that's a good consolation. Rags.
All right, I'm gonna stick with Emily and try to blast Emily.
Sure.
That's a crit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think. Oh, good. You got it.
Sure.
Yeah, because you can right click any of the spells or attacks or rolls and roll advantage, disadvantage on the sheet. It's very nice.
It automatically did it when I rolled the hit. It automatically changed
Upgraded it
It's
to a
pretty
crit.
cool.
Oh, that's very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know it would do that. Yeah, 15 on Emily. You hit her with this blast of force, and just immediately, bam! All the bones are just scattered across the field across 10 feet. One of the bones goes and it and it as it pops off, it kind of flies off like a knuckle bone. And it just kind of hits Erdan in the head. Just kind of bounces off. It's like bonk, as you can see. And yeah, doesn't do any damage. It's just a knuckle bone. But there you go.
I made a drawing.
Yeah, Skeleton
That's
Emily
it.
is defeated. Next up, Erdan. Saving throw. And I'd say we can go right to Riker's turn. Yeah, that's another save. Good.
Job.
Excellent.
Did you see my drawing
Not yet. I will in a second.
in reference material? So
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Oh my gosh. Is that what you've been working on? The poor
Yeah,
pig.
Look, he's crying. he tripped over.
I love it. All right, but it's your turn. So,
So what? Who's alive? The Skeleton King?
yep, just the Skeleton King, standing
still
over
a pig.
Erdan's body. And you are still a pig. Yes,
And I'm in within
you
opportunity
are.
attack.
You are. Yes.
Okay, have to just attack. Or
Yeah.
I could pop way out.
You could try. It's your choice. You can certainly try.
Be your best you.
Man, I'm at his.
His best him is a boar. With one
Maybe
HP.
don't try to charge, between all of the the obstacles. Maybe use a different direction.
Well, if I'd even make that.
I'd say if you
Yeah.
want to charge from up the hill, which you can do now, because it's kind of more clear, I'll give you advantage. You'll still risk the opportunity attack, but I'll give you advantage.
You're being baited.
And you'll end up on his north. You'll end up on the north side of him instead of where you are now.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're no longer a boar.
Yeah, true.
That's true. If he hits you, you're just back to you. You're no longer a boar.
And then I lose my turn, though.
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think you
I don't
did. I don't. No, I think it'd still be your turn. You just wouldn't be a boar. So you have used your movement, but you wouldn't have used your action. I'd make you lose your movement because you tried to move as a boar and then all of a sudden you're not a boar, so moving would not
Well-
quite work.
What if I just tried to move like 5 feet back?
That's still an opportunity attack.
Well, yes, that would still opportunity attack me, but that wouldn't use all my movement.
Yeah, but I'd take it away from you if you're popped out of your form.
Boo.
You are allowed to take an action to disengage, so you can move without taking an opportunity attack. It just costs your action.
Nobody's told me any of that.
It's on your
Then you
sheet.
can't attack.
Yeah, and then you can't attack, which,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, but it's still good to know.
Yeah.
You can also take a shove action. You can also, there's lots of things you can do. You can try to grapple things. Probably
Yes,
tough to
grapple him
grapple.
as a pig.
Hit him down with the tusks.
My grappling hook.
Spider pig, spider pig.
Stab them in the squishy parts. If you can find any.
So how are you gonna do this?
What does shove do?
Shove, you try to knock them prone. I think it's strength v dex. It's a contest.
Or push it away from you.
Oh yeah, or push it 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be baited.
Okay, I love it. Go for it. He's gonna take an opportunity attack.
Which direction should I go?
I'd say if you want to do it with advantage, you have to go north, up the hill, down the hill.
You mean down the hill first?
Well, no, up the hill, then down the hill. Up towards the crypt, and then back down towards the guy for an advantage on your attack roll.
Only the part that I'm on is raised, where I can tell.
No. Up near the crypt is raised as well.
Oh yeah, I guess I can kind of see that.
Over by Doug.
No.
Ish.
You can. The vision obstruction is what really lets you tell. I'd say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Up
Yeah.
here.
I'm just gonna let it happen. So he's gonna roll an opportunity attack, and he rolls an 11 plus 3.
Gilga hasn't used her reaction yet.
Oh yeah.
Can I-
Okay. And yeah, when
Yeah,
he
sure.
moved, you were in range. Okay. 1. You get away. You get away. You're right. Okay. Fair enough.
I wasn't sure if I could use it in that scenario.
It's a reaction. Like
It's a
somebody's getting
reaction to
attacked.
him attacking in melee range. Yeah, and you hadn't used
Well,
it yet.
I guess in my head he was, 25 feet away at that point.
Well, he made the opportunity attack while he was close, while he started to move. So
Right.
it's all good.
Charge!
Yeah. So you make the charge, and you hit this guy. Go ahead and roll twice. Take the highest. There's a
Watch them
button.
both be too.
There's ways to do that. I think you could right click it to roll advantage.
Not with the custom.
There
okay.
is.
Customs.
There is. I just don't know how to do it on the interface there. I know here it'd be
well,
like.
Click it twice, and then I'll roll 2 d20s. There we go.
2d20
A 10 and a
keep
3.
highest one.
Yeah, you said they're 10 and 3. So take the 10.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
At
Jake,
least it wasn't 2 twos.
Yeah,
10 and
you
a
rolled
3.
a 10 and a 3.
So a 10.
Okay.
So
Plus 3 is
13.
13.
Wait, you said take the highest of the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 3 because it's
Oh, I see.
a tusk
Right,
attack.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, a 13
Oh my goodness.
does not hit the Skeleton King. So you go and you run up the hill and you charge right back down, and you try to jump at him and hit him with your tusks, and he's kind of tall, so you just kind of hit him in one of his legs, and then your tusk scrapes his leg, but I mean it's a bone it's just bone on bone. It's not very effective. The Skeleton King, seeing that piece of bacon that he just tried to take a swing at, is going to turn around.
Okay.
And he's seen that his Emily next to him try to swing at you with the sword. He's not going to take the sword. He's going to try to kick you with his big old bone foot.
Oh no.
And yeah, so he's going to try to take a swing at you, and he's going to try to hit, and he doesn't actually. He misses as he swings again. Again, you're too fast. He has to turn around all the way around to try to get you and try to hit you, and it doesn't quite work in his favor. Gilga.
Why am I still alive?
I don't know.
Why have I done 0 damage?
Yeah, that hits. And yeah, you hit the skeleton with your shield. And as you hit him in the back now, as he's facing, you just hit him with your shield and you take a massive swipe. And everywhere you hit, the bone just disconnects and starts to fly apart. The bones that are below where you hit, the legs just kind of, fall into a heap. The bones that you hit just scatter across the field to your right. And that's it. You're out of combat. King is down.
I'm gonna immediately try to stabilize Erdan.
Yeah, it is your turn next as well. So that'd be a medicine check.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So you look at him and you don't even think there's anything wrong with him. He looks like he's faking it with a medicine check like that. Next up is then Erdan.
Hey man, you
can-
said we're out of combat.
Um,
Which is it?
well, roll a saving throw. See if you get yourself back up. Okay, that's one fail. Riker, what do you want to do?
Well, good thing I was here.
Yeah, you're a boar. You can stop being a boar, but that would use up your wild shape. You get a limited number of those.
That's per short rest.
For short rest, okay, yeah, but
2 per
there you
short
go.
rest.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
generous,
pretty
actually.
Would that take up an action?
I don't know.
Ending it doesn't. I don't think.
As a bonus action,
you
you can
could-
revert back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
cool.
go. Wild shape.
Would I be able to use my cure wounds on Erdan?
Yes, you could. That's an action.
Yeah, then I revert back and then I use cure wounds on Erdan.
Sure. Roll your heal. Okay. Yeah, that's 8 healing. Bam. Let me pull the Skeleton
Ah.
King off.
What happened?
His bones have kind of scattered everywhere. They're over there now. All right. Combat.
Man, that would have been
Is
so cool if my
officially over.
charge.
I know.
actually-
I was rooting for you too after you got away. He rolled a natural 1 on the on the opportunity attack. I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. No.
How
I'm
many?
glad you-
What,
16.
what was it? Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
I can't roll fucking anything, man. Jesus.
Well, you can roll 2.
yeah, I can roll.
You know, the other thing I was rooting for, what I was really rooting for when I gave you the advantage is that you rolled 2 more 2s. That would have been.
One of them was a 3, so.
Oh, was
So
it?
just to
Oh, yeah.
out of character for a minute, Riker, you're actually doing a ton right now. I don't know if you realize it, but you've been our healer. You soaked so much damage. I mean, you might say that you're doing nothing, but you soaked a ton of damage. Like if you look at what
100%.
round we're on, that was a crazy long encounter. And you just stayed up and you still had another wild shape, like you could have done it again. So like you could just sustain the combat until we get it done. So that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sustain, take all the damage until.
Yeah.
Actually,
Which is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredibly useful. You
Yeah.
have no idea.
we are in the cemetery. You defeated all of the many skeletons and zombies that were afoot in this graveyard. As you look up, the eclipse has begun to deepen as you get a chance to look around you. From the time that you traveled to the time that you've gotten here, it has gotten a fair bit darker.
Please tell me there's a daylight setting on this.
There is, but if I take it all away, then someone can't see. So I don't want to take it all away. So it has gotten a fair bit darker. What do you want to do?
I want to take the long sword off the Glitch King, or off the King, Skeleton King.
Yeah. You walk up to the Skeleton King.
This was a
He-
glitch. We'd have been hooped.
He kind of dropped the sword kind of where Emily's body was, as the rest of his body got kind of scattered about as Gilga struck him with her shield. And you pick it up.
Okay.
Can I check the bodies for any interesting loots?
Yeah.
Start with This here one.
So, yeah, I guess I can reveal the other ones too, because I hid them for ease of use, but I can reveal all these. I mean, you laid waste to this graveyard. Yeah.
It is what it's supposed to be.
Which
You
one are you
know, I
checking?
mean, before we got here, there was nothing but
Emily?
dead, and after we're leaving, there's still nothing but dead.
Yeah, you check that one. Inside the skull, in the mouth, is a gold coin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
pack 'em up.
can I go get a short sword and a bow?
I mean, yeah, you can walk up to a zombie and take a short sword.
The one down here had a bow. I remember, don't worry.
I kind
Yeah,
of lit the other two bows on fire.
Oh.
Um,
The one in the lower left.
Yeah,
though,
the
had
short
one.
sword that you pick up is actually it's pretty rusted, and you can tell that whatever ornamentation it had on it has already been picked off. So you could tell that it used to be actually a very decorated sword, probably not made for combat originally, ceremonial more so. And if there's a slot for a gem in it, but it's already been taken. It's been picked clean.
from Frank.
Yeah.
Is that what all these are going to be?
You can look.
Okay, well, I keep looking.
That's a
How about that
zombie.
Okay.
Yeah, that zombie. Yeah, that's a skeleton. That skeleton. I know it looks like he has a sword. He doesn't have a sword. He didn't attack with a sword. He just scratched.
Right. Okay, and that one.
That one had a bow, and he just kind of exploded. He does not have a short sword either.
But the bow is there.
The bow is there. Yeah, you can look at it, and the wood is like slightly rotten, and it's like wet to the touch, like earthy from beneath the ground.
Do you
It's kind of
think it
nasty.
would be fine to use?
Try it.
I mean, it worked for the skeleton for long enough to shoot 2 arrows.
Shoot the tree.
Do you
I mean,
think?
it may have been magically charged.
You are not proficient with bows, I don't think, but you can try and you can keep it. Yeah.
Well, can I use mending on it though?
You could use mending on it, but the problem is that, I mean, it's been under the ground buried with the skeleton for quite some time.
Yeah, I would think mending would fix that.
Let me read mending. Mending is for very, very light repairs.
I suppose.
Let me just read the verbiage. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Anything else?
How about 2 skeletons at the top then? Here.
So mending can repair breaks or tears in an object, like a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin, as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot. So I'd say because it's rotting throughout the bow, just the wood in the string is, barely held together, that mending would not quite be enough.
Okay. So what about these guys?
Oh, no, the spell can physically repair a magic item or construct. Actually, with that verbiage, no. I'd say, yeah, you could fix the bow. You might never get rid of the rotting smell. These guys up here, what on them, what are you, just looking at their weapons, or are you looking just everywhere?
Why
What's
not
the deal?
everywhere?
I don't know. Could be a trap.
What is precisely on that square?
Everywhere on those 2 skeletons.
Okay, yeah, so they each have a bow, slightly on fire. They have skulls, again, warm to the touch, slightly charred, as they are little smoking piles of flaming bone. And inside of each of the skeleton skulls is 1 gold piece each.
Take the gold.
Yep, 2 GP.
That's suspect.
Don't think about it too much.
Right.
I'm thinking about it too much.
Well, stop it.
You go ahead and keep your cursed coinage.
Are you keeping track of that for me, or
You have
add it to your
currency in
sheet.
your equipment.
how?
Go to
You
the
have-
equipment tab,
Yeah.
and then currency is in the right side of that.
All right. Is there
Oh.
anything inside here that looks like it's of value?
Yeah, so you see all of these crypts and graves. The center one is certainly larger than the rest, and you could tell that actually it's not quite on center. As you look in the corner of it, it's actually slightly displaced completely, and you see under it is actually a hole. Potentially. 4 of the other graves are also opened. You can assume probably where the other skeletons rose out of, and maybe the center one being larger and more well decorated was for the king skeleton. So there's 4 open caskets essentially.
Well, I want to search the king's casket. See if there's anything in there.
Yeah, inside you can see that it seems that there's like indents where objects have been laid to rest for quite some time, possibly finery. It's roughly the shape of some for like gemstones, like the indentation looks like they were possibly cut gemstones with like a felt inlay that's left there remaining. Possibly like goblets and cups and gold, but types of shapes in the felt, but it's all missing.
Okay.
What is precisely in the square, though, out of curiosity?
The square you are in exactly has, hang on, let me move you out of the way. 1 flower and some grass. Several
Okay,
blades
cool.
of grass.
Oh my god.
I will take 2 blades of grass and a petal from the flower. I'm not kidding.
I mean, some people use those as spell components, namely the druid,
Yeah.
but it's probably not.
So did I find a short sword or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, you picked up a short sword. It's kind of rusty.
Do I need to repair that?
You could certainly try.
I would like to check the other skeleton skulls for the 1 gold piece.
Yeah, the only one not checked for a gold piece is the king and Frank. Their skulls have not been checked yet.
I shall check the king.
Okay. Gilga hit him pretty hard. Make a perception check to see if you can see his skull. Because when she hit that skull, I mean, everything she hit just bang.
Oh yeah.
Flew over the field. With an 11, yeah, you were unconscious actually. Oh, with an 11, yeah, you were unconscious when she made that strike. So you actually can't see it. You could ask for help.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to this body, which I assume is the skull, and look
Yeah.
at that one.
Yeah, inside of its mouth again is a gold piece.
Cool.
In this square?
The square you are in up there, Gilga, has several flowers in it, roughly a dozen, some clustered together, but nothing particularly notable.
I inhale deeply, enjoying the fresh spring flower smell.
Yeah, as you do that, you can see over in the forest, there's actually a bunny rabbit that has hopped to the edge of the forest line and is kind of looking at you, seemingly interested by the sudden calm. That
That's
has erupted.
adorable.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
That's the
spend.
cutest thing I've ever seen.
Out of curiosity, would I have seen where the skull flew from the king?
You haven't been asked, so you don't know that he's looking for it. But yes, you know where it is.
Well, I would have noticed that the others were looking in skulls, so I think I would have recognized that skull was unsearched and gone in the general direction of that particular skull.
Yeah, they weren't particularly sneaky about looking for the skulls, so you know that they're looking, I guess. They're searching the bodies. Doing a little grave
It's
robbing.
I'm not going to be taking the coin, but I might, sort of shoo the skull over and see if anyone's paying attention.
So, sorry, what do you want to do exactly with it?
Just sort of, push the skull around with my foot. I want nothing to do with cursed coinage.
So, I'd say it's over here. So, if you want, you can walk over to that tree and
Alright, well,
and find the skull and kick it around a bit.
there-ish.
Yeah, where are you gonna kick it to?
Just sort of,
Like, how hard you kicking it?
over
Just-
there.
Okay, you're kicking it. You're kicking it back to the pile. Okay. Yeah. So you just kind of give me an athletics check.
Really thanks.
Are you just like kind of kicking it slowly, like just kind of like healing it and walking over with it, like dribbling it, or are you just like giving it one swift kick and just be like, well, yeah, over there?
Yeah, just a sidelong general.
Yeah, one
Punch.
strong kick. Yeah. Okay. So you walk up to it and you just give it one big ol' kick. As you connect with it,
Pulverize it.
with your armored foot, yeah, you hit it. You hear a crack as you hit it, and it rolls over towards Riker. Erdan, you see a skull roll towards where Riker's now standing at his feet.
I look inside of it.
Skull. No.
So you both grab onto it. How?
Splits open.
Yeah, you're both trying to grab it.
Sleight of hand. It's not sleight of hand. It'd be more like grappling.
Yeah, you're not trying to
Strength
be
check.
sneaky.
I'd
You just gotta pounce on it.
Well, I'd say make a dex.
Intimidate.
Oh, well, what do you say to try to intimidate him?
Intimidation.
diss my skull.
I give you some side eye and I let go of it.
Okay.
I'm curious if I see this.
Oh yeah, you see it. They're just fighting over the skull.
What do I roll for a laugh?
You don't have to roll for a laugh. You can just laugh. That
Have
is
controls over
perfectly
your own
legal.
laughs.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I just it was ridiculous roleplay. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. What skull?
Fun though.
I was just wondering,
You
would I
open
have
its mouth,
to?
and inside of King Skelly's skull is a platinum piece.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's the King's skull! What do you want? Of course it's worth more.
That's so much more than just one gold piece, though. I was
It's
thinking
10.
like 2.
Isn't it 10?
Yeah, that's so much more.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's what's inside of it. What do you want?
I
Nope.
want a different DM.
Oh, that's
Hey.
uncalled
That's a
for.
low-
One with
blow.
fewer rigged dice.
That's true.
Just
I could
because
roll
you were
lower.
ping ponged back and forth from that.
from the edge of the abyss. Yeah, you almost got back up as a zombie. Don't worry.
Yeah, the intention there was to what would I have to roll to laugh without falling over?
Oh. Yeah.
Feeling bad and seeing Erdan so sad because I knew that he was looking for it that whole time. I tossed him 5 gold.
Wow.
I catch 5 gold.
Did you even have 5 gold? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked up 10 back in the
I
cave.
know. I remember. Yeah.
It's noticed apparently I have none. How did that happen?
You do. I may have forgot to mention it. Your choices you made in the introduction to be thrifty have netted you 25 gold pieces. You just got from your temple that they gave you to fund your adventure to convert people to your religion during the eclipse, the upcoming eclipse in Norgonoth.
So I just updated it. We're good.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. See, I feel good about not having touched potentially cursed, definitely stolen money.
Yeah.
Well, the money wasn't stolen, it became stolen. Maybe.
I'm
Yeah.
5 points richer, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, but see, I have
7,
to appease
but
a certain
anyway.
holy being.
Technically.
I am relinquished from that duty.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Anybody want to do anything else?
Did we check inside the tomb thing yet?
Rags went inside and walked back out.
He didn't spot anything?
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything to you.
Alright, I'm going in.
All right. Yeah, you can see in the center is a slightly larger, crypt tomb thing, casket.
Yeah,
What are
where
those
the big
things
fat
called?
guy got it.
Yeah, well, presumably, and 4 more open ones. There's 2 in the back that are still closed, but they look sealed nice and tight. The big one is actually, it's no longer square with the building. It is slightly turned, and in one corner you can see below it is a gap.
Can I try to push it like further opened?
Yeah. What's your strength and what's the rule in pushing things?
I don't know.
It's whatever you set the DC to.
My strength is 10.
Well, there is a weight that he can push.
It says 10 below my strength indicator thing.
Yeah, I just forget. D&D strength.
I can click it to roll.
Wait.
Or I can just ask somebody to come in here.
Teabag.
30 times your strength score. So your strength is what?
10.
Yeah, so you could push 300 pounds. You push on the thing, and it's not quite moving.
And the light.
It's
I
quite
really
heavy.
enjoy the light.
You feel it budge a little bit, but it's quite difficult.
Okay.
It is simply impossible for you to move this thing alone.
I yell out to Erdan then to come over here, and that I say that there might be some more gold under here.
It sounds a lot like grave robbing, sir. I'm gonna look with my special eyes into the hole and see what I see.
What do you see with your special eyes?
Yeah, you look with your special eyes and make a perception check, just for funsies, or yeah, that'd work. Okay. With that perception check, you can see that it is in fact a staircase that leads down below. It leads down and then it flattens out and heads into a kind of a hallway that continues on further beyond what you can see.
I'm gonna come out to the doorway and yell out, "Hey, we got a staircase underneath this grave casket thing."
This is turning out to be Regina's heart room.
Yeah. It might do us good to rest before exploring that.
That's a good idea.
You certainly
You're
can.
smart, Rags. I like you.
Yeah, where do you all want to rest?
I'm gonna look back out here for the man that brought us here. Do I see him?
Timmy? No, he's outside the gate, so he's down back where you came in, and probably about another 100 feet or so beyond these trees here. You might be able to go get him, but he didn't seem too keen on coming in here. And he might have run away, even. You don't know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it costs nothing for us to go and check to see if he's still out there.
Okay.
Why, who cares? Like, how is that helpful to us?
Yeah, he's the one that brought us here in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he was just an errand boy.
I was just wondering if there's if that's just part of the gravesite or if it's a secret hidden thing. Maybe the locals would know. Because I don't really just want to go rummaging around in someone's gravesite.
I don't know. I'm fine with that.
This was sealed up pretty tight. There was no intention that anybody go under that thing.
Yeah, the door got busted down. You can see that now below the door there was a chain on the exterior that was kind of closed, holding it closed. And you can also see that there was slotting in the door where, you know, once closed, the slotting would fall into place and it would be sealed, like vertically up and through the bottom of the door, which is why that second door, you know, kind of didn't blow open with the first. Both doors had that, and they were both, you know, knocked off the hinges by the skeletons breaking out. So this place was locked up pretty tight at one point.
We could rest in there.
So, crazy eclipse messing with all magic, and we should spend the night locked in a previously sealed tomb.
Wait,
I don't
short
like
rest
that
is only
idea.
an hour.
Okay. I'd rather be in the trees.
Me too.
How are you gonna get in the tree?
Well, I
You
think
can
it just
climb.
means not over the graves. Unless you can try to climb a tree. I would allow that with a
I can climb a
athletics
tree.
check.
I can turn into a wolf spider and climb.
Can you short rest while...
But then
Well-
you have to do a short rest to come out of that if you want to
Yeah,
before the fight.
it'd be tough to take a short rest and heal your regular form while in the shape of a different form.
Entry.
But you could use it to,
That
yeah,
would-
you could wild shape, climb the tree, and then unwild shape in the tree.
But then would I have to wild shape to get back down?
Just jump.
Would I take damage on the jump?
Only if
Uh,
you failed your athletics check.
And you only have one wild shape.
I would assume, at least.
Well, but the short rest will fix that. It'll regenerate.
Yeah, but then you use.
Had,
So then you have to be there for 2 hours because you shape, and that's your last one. Then you climb up. Then you have to short rest to get another one. And then now you're human. And then you have to short rest as a human.
It says 2 per short rest.
no. He doesn't have to be wild shape for an hour. There's no minimum. He can wild shape, climb up the tree, and then unwild shape. It's
Right.
I thought.
Or we could just help. You know,
Oh, so
if
it's
that's what
free
it
to go back to regular,
Bonus action.
was. Bonus action.
right? But it's free. It doesn't cost a wild shape.
Correct.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go over to this tree and climb up on a branch.
All right.
sure.
I'll be in that same neck of the woods.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I collided with a wall on the way there. I tripped over the goddamn gravestone again.
Look, torches.
Yeah, this is for the blind in the imminent future.
There's just some.
Not the blind via, but the blind.
Yeah.
It's blind entirely.
That's really weird that I don't have vision out there.
The trees all have individual blocking. Oh, and that's the edge of the hill.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so you're all in the trees. Do you all climb up trees?
Sure, why
I
not?
will.
It just
Okay.
became the tree.
Yeah, I'll say that takes a little bit of effort. Rags, you do it fairly easily.
Yeah.
But you all,
Are we not
you,
sure we want?
well, that's, yeah.
Short
What
or
do you wanna
long,
do?
guys?
Short.
Okay.
I'm fine with short, because that regens my breath and my wild shape.
Yeah. Okay. So after about half an hour, you...
Oh, wait. Could I... is it going to regenerate my spell slots?
Well, you haven't short rested yet. You have to complete a short rest.
Well, I know that.
Okay.
But will it regen my spell slots? I don't know how that works. I don't see a indicator.
Let me see. I do not remember. For druids, I don't remember.
Or is that like per combat thing or what? Maybe.
Regain spell slots. Actually, don't know. You regain all of them when you finish a long rest. Things I should know. I don't think you get any on a short rest. You get your wild
Really?
shapes back, but I don't think you get spells.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
A bit.
So is there any other way to heal my 3 or 2 health or 3 or whatever?
Well, you can use a hit die. Also,
short
you're-
rest will heal.
Yeah.
Short rest heals.
You can expend your hit die up to a number of half your level per long rest during short rests. So you have 2 hit dice right now. Oh, yeah, you have 2 hit dice, so you can spend 1 to roll to heal up those points if you like. But
Where do I?
if you complete a short rest, which you have not yet,
Yeah, but what do you mean hit die?
you have a die that you can roll. Yours is 1d8 that you roll to get your hit points. It's also when you level up, you also roll another hit die to get extra XP. But you have a limited number of hit dice per long rest, so every long rest you get 2 d8s currently that you can then use to heal during short rests.
Gotcha.
So every once in a while, you still have to take a long rest because you can't keep healing on short rests forever. There's a limit to how often you can do that or how many times.
I
Does
see.
that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You're all trying to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. About half an hour in, the sun above becomes darker and darker until it is totally eclipsed by one of the moons. Another about 10 minutes passes. Totality remains. You can hear from inside the tomb area that you left, very lightly, Riker and Erdan first because you're closest, and then the others. You can hear a grumbling and a scraping, but the sound recedes. And then about 15 minutes after that, you've completed a short rest.
Well, that'll be exciting.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
and that is going to be the end of our adventure today. It's dark here.
My
Maximum darkness.
Boom, short rest.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure if
and
it
short rest
technically
complete.
fixed my health any.
Oh wow, look at that. The dark vision people. Your dim vision is in monochrome.
Exactly how it's supposed to be. That's so cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Although I did mean to make those torches bigger, so oops. But
That's
that
fine.
is what's going on.
Awesome.
I don't believe that my short rest worked correctly, as I did not recover any health.
You're supposed
Uh,
to click on a hit die checkbox underneath
I
your
did.
class. Oh,
It's not automatically integrated in with the tabletop, so you tell me what you healed, please.
oh, I didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't. It didn't do mine either.
It didn't tell me anything. It
There,
just
there's extra steps we have to take to make your rolls on D&D Beyond automatically change your health here. So I've been
Well, no,
synchronizing it.
it didn't roll in D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it did not roll.
You can consume the hit dice, and it keeps track of that you consumed them, but it doesn't do the roll. I don't know why.
It actually didn't even track that I rolled it.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't roll it.
there is a confirmation box, but you have
I
to
know.
hit the dice and then hit
Yeah,
the
but
confirmation
that
box.
doesn't roll it.
No, it doesn't roll it, but that does. It should mark off that you rolled one, and then just roll one and heal yourself.
But it did.
I know it's not fantastic, but
It literally did nothing. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna roll 1d10 plus 2. I can do this.
Erdan, you know
How
what your
do you
health
do
is.
How do you do the
I
plus
just let
2
you fix that because you seem to have done something.
automatically?
Yeah,
don't
it's
need
not
to do it
super automatic, but there we go.
Because I see custom rolls with plus whatever. How does one do that for future reference?
in the bottom left, there's a dice icon, a d20. You can just go down and click that, and then click each of the dice you want to add to the roll. In your case, it's probably only a d.
Yeah,
Paladin.
it's a d10, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to do the plus 2.
With
I
your
don't think you
brain.
can. Yeah.
Or in
see.
the text box of Foundry, you can just type /R 1d10
Oh,
plus.
Okay, so that's how the custom rolls are being done. Cool, thank you. I'll just do it in my brain. That's a pain in the ass. Okay, so
Yeah, we've been doing those custom rolls that way.
8.
We might be able to add macros to the bar down below to help with that as well.
Yeah, like these.
Yep, so you can just put 8 in the box and click heal on Gilga and on your sheet. And the D&D Beyond is going to be the sheets that are the ones that are sheets.
There it is.
So
8.
so many skelly bubs. All right.
And that? Cool, okay. See, I couldn't see that before because it was actually underneath the anvil.
Mm-hmm.
So this entire time,
Oh.
I couldn't actually see what that was.
Yep.
I had to drag it over. Now I know. Now I know that I can do that.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Anvil, why are you in my way? It's rude.
That concludes our session for the day.